Hey everyone, thanks for joining. It's Taylor, lead trainer at Triple J Armory, and here's this week's Triple J training tip. All right, today we're going to be talking about pressure and wrist lock on a pistol grip. So first thing we want to think about is the pressure we're applying to the gun. We're not death gripping it with our fingers or white knuckling it, but we're holding it firm just like a handshake. But now we want to apply a certain pressure to that grip. Think of it as a push, pull, and squeeze. So with our dominant hand, we're going to be pushing out. With our support hand, we're going to be resisting that by pulling in. So we have a resistance push-pull right there. Then we're going to add a squeeze to that. That squeeze, think about squeezing that gun as high up onto the frame as possible. Whether that's like making a sandwich or bending a horseshoe, anything like that. But basically what we're doing is we're rotating those wrists in. That also rotates the elbows out. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But it's that push, pull, squeeze, or torque is kind of what I call it, or we're trying to break that gun in half when we have that grip. That's going to apply that pressure really nice and tight and high up on the frame of the gun. We're looking for 360, an even amount of 360 pressure on that gun at all times. We want to keep the same pressure from the moment we present our gun out to the moment we finish that shot, right? Follow through, manage recoil, come back on. From any time that we're presented out, we should have that same grip applied to that gun. Now, wrist lock. How we really want to lock those wrists into place. Really, with that squeeze that we apply, we kind of already squeeze our hands together and kind of get a form of that wrist lock. But you can lock it a little better on top of that. And really, in the end, think about hammering something. When we're hammering, we lock that wrist into place and we're very direct with that hammer. Same thing with our handgun. We're going to lock that wrist into place with both hands. Kind of comes with that squeeze effect that we apply too, and that's going to get those wrists locked. We're trying to keep our shoulders pretty relaxed during all of this. So if we start raising those shoulders really high and tight, relax, take a deep breath. All of this pressure is really coming from our hands, our arms, and a little bit of pec and shoulders. Not a lot though. We start engaging too much, you're going to get really sore really fast, and more than likely you're going to stop breathing and be really tired after that. But with a good firm push-pull squeeze, lock those wrists into place, you're going to be in a good bet for a good grip. Thanks so much for joining this week's Triple J training tip. I'm Taylor, and as always, stay fearless in the fight.